Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Diana, also known as Rose Bush. Last night I did a video before I went to do a catering event, and I said that I would let you know what I thought of the Younique products. Now, in all honesty, I mean the foundations, there's not enough in here to in these pots to actually do a full face. I mean, these are pretty much just to see what your shade is, which isn't really helpful, but for 68 ounce, 0.68 ounces, that's $39. And but if you can't really wear it, it's kind of hard to determine whether or not it's a good stuff. But what I did last night is, because I told my cousin that I would test them out, what I did is use the foundations for highlights and lowlights on my face to contour, and I have no complaints. It was really good. Anyways, for the 0.68 ounces, it's $39 for this stuff. It's pricey, and I should have something to compare it to be honest. But anyways, so then the blush. Now, I didn't scrub my face like I said I was going to. Well, not like I said I was going to. Like I typically do. I usually scrub my face before I go to bed, but I didn't do that, and I woke up and I still had the makeup on. Like it didn't even rub off. I mean, for me, last night I wore my typical stuff. You know, I had my First Aid moisturizing repair, and I mixed that with my Revlon age defying makeup, and for the color that I need, I mix it with my Pro. So but anyways, yeah, it didn't budge. The blushes, I woke up this morning, and this must be like a stain, because, I mean, I reclosed all these, but I wore this one last night. As you can see, I mean, it doesn't even look like they've been touched. I mean, I can't figure out how the heck I opened it. I resealed it, though, because they seal back up, which is nice for these, because typically once you open them, you can't reuse it. But the Moonstruck compacts are $29. Again, that's what I mean, they're pretty spendy, but my point of view, the blush was definitely worth it. The bronzer, it's $32 for the compact. My cousin didn't know how many ounces or anything was in there, but I mean, if you read this stuff, I mean, the bronzer is made with safflower, ginseng, aloe, and ginkgo. So, I mean, I can't even tell which one I used. I used this for my bronzer because it was the lighter color. It's the Sunset. But it was great. Like I said, I woke up this morning and I still had the stuff on. So, but the biggest seller for me, and the only thing I think I would personally purchase that I think is worth it, is the eyeshadows. Now, this one is $12.50 for a 0.04 ounce for the pot, the individual pot. But I wore the Sexy. What I didn't realize until I opened it was that, and this is gonna drive me nuts because I can't figure out how the heck I opened them. There we go. Let's see if I can pull it over so you can see. Alright, so I used these two colors, and I don't know if you can tell where I used it, but there is so much on here still, and it was, I love the sparkly stuff, I'm not gonna lie. It didn't take much to do my eyes. I didn't do any of this because I was just doing a catering event and I just wanted to do something quick. So I just did my lids. I put the Sexy in the center with the Confident on the outer side and around the edge. So that's what I did. But definitely worth it. However, you know, with this being $12.50 for this pot, the palette, she tells me, is this morning is $49 for the palette, and you get 7 colors in the palettes. So, I mean, it's spendy, but it lasted. I do have to say, and of course I woke up with my Tarte lip paint on still. She had some questions about that, and like I told her, you know, I'm a big fan of Tarte products. I will always be a fan of Tarte products, but I woke up this morning, my entire face was still on. I mean, I took a picture of myself last night when I got home at 1 a.m. or this morning, and she said, "Bless your heart, you look so tired," and I was tired, and the makeup stayed on. It was great. Like I said, I used the foundation since there's not enough to do an entire face. I used it for highlights, lowlights, and just defined myself. But and that worked really great. Sorry, you know, after an event, my voice goes, my throat's scratchy, and that's pretty much what I get. But anyway, yeah, I highly suggest at least checking it out. You know, contact, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm still like half asleep. Check out Younique and see what you think. I mean, the only way they can get sales is if you request samples. You know, try them for yourself. But I highly recommend definitely the eyeshadow. The blush was almost like a stain, which was really kind of nice. I wish they had lipsticks and highlighters. I'm a big fan of highlighters. So, but everything worked great. I wish I could say more about the foundation, but there really wasn't enough to do an entire face. So, that's all I got. I highly recommend. I'm really hung up on this eyeshadow because, I mean, a little goes a long way. Seriously, like, it was amazing. I am very impressed with the whole thing. So, that's something I will have to definitely look into a little further. But on that note, I hope you have a fantabulous day or have had a fantabulous day thus far. Remember to live, laugh, and love, for tomorrow is promised to no one. And on that note, I will see you soon.